We're still keeping our hearts open for Rosie to feel better. I'd like to thank all of you for coming this evening. First, I'd like to also thank the sponsors for the show, Judy Fair-Spalding, and Judy is here somewhere. There she is. Yay, Judy. Sandy and Jerry Bradley, and Jerry's one of the artists. Oh gosh, the next name is me. Okay, hi. And Harris and Pat Brocky. We also have something new that is slightly, it's almost cryptic to see. All the new letters, the members only show, all the new letters are made, they're metal letters made by Skip Gorman. Oh. And talk about a lot of work. Skip did a great job. Carroll Evans did the job of deburring and cleaning them up and getting, and all the little Velcro doodahs on the back of each one. So those letters are going to outlast all of us.
All but me.
So let me see, who else, am I supposed to thank someone else? Pat was going to give me the, is that it? That's it, Pat. Okay, we're going to quickly go around the room and introduce each person, or let each person introduce themselves. And we're going to start with Donnie Woods.
There's no Chris Obush. Did you notice? I started this in a workshop with Leon Zinn in May, I think it was. Penny was in the workshop. Everyone did a sea turtle, and our technique was to use primary colors of watercolor in a little dish of very small amount of water, pour it out, blow on it. And so we had a lot of fun, and I enjoyed this.
Thanks. Our next artist is Tony. Tony's not here this evening, but her piece is When I Get Where I'm Going. And she does the most interesting three-dimensional pieces of artwork. So all the little stones is the pathway on her journey. And Joan Parker is not here either. Okay? Mockingbird Hill by Joan Parker. Oil painting. And Lois Hinman.
Hi. This is my oil painting. I do oil and pottery. This is a place that I went to in Arizona a long time ago and decided to paint it.
My name's Carol Lair. I'm actually from Bakersfield, and this is my work. This is actually made with horsehair and wax nylon thread, and then a little dream catcher in the center.
Bob Zeisler, and this is my wood carving. It's made out of a wood called gelatone, and it's airbrushed, and it won an award up in Sacramento at the third place in the flyaway, Pacific Flyaway, they call it, wildlife show. I've been carving for about 2 years now.
I'm Joan Welsh, and I'm still up in the air. We've had some beautiful sunsets, so I had to do that. This is an Alkin, and it's a canvas that doesn't need to be framed.
Our next artist, Francis Nichols, is here this evening, and also Dick Benson.
He was here.
He was here.
Dick Benson was here.
Okay. So Dick and Debbie Benson, our husband and wife, neither one of them are here. So we're just going to keep going around the room now.
Hi, I'm Nancy Gooch, and I'm just new to the Ridgecrest area. My husband and I moved here in the fall of 2007, and this is my picture. It's made from a photograph of a Polaroid transfer. It was actually scanned into the computer and, you know, minimally processed from there. And this is an agave that was actually taken right out here in the botanical garden.
Mine wasn't from here. It very well could be. There's so many beautiful scenes around this area in the desert. This is from an old photograph that I took back when we lived in Orange County. Oh, I'm Fred Hartson, by the way. And this was a photograph that has been processed much more than Nancy's. Hers, she didn't describe it, but hers is a process of taking a Polaroid picture and then peeling the emulsion off of the picture and then working with that. It creates very interesting effects. Mine is just a digital photograph that I manipulated in Photoshop, adding contrast, color, texture, and then printing it out.
I'm Jim Murray, primarily watercolor. Learned it from Dick Benson up at the college. Then taking workshops. Nancy Crawford was one of the primary teachers. And I took a picture of it about 4 years ago when I was down at Lake Powell. And at that time the water was pretty low. Sometimes the water gets right up underneath the bridge, but it's been pretty low in the last few years, so I didn't put any water in there underneath it.
I'm Clint Spindler. My piece is a terracotta figure study. It's based on a sketch by Picasso. It was in his 68th sketchbook, which he did between 1919 and 1920. And the sketch was entitled Reclining Female Nude. I believe that the model was a young model who had originally been discovered by Morel. She was a very fine model, and Picasso, Morel, and Matisse all used her. In her later years, she managed the Musée Noël in Paris, which is a magnificent museum if you ever get a chance to visit there. And she passed away this last year, so I sort of dedicate this to her.
Wow.
I'm Helen Baker, and I've been playing with watercolor the last 4 years. But today I painted the garage door, so now I'm multimedia.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Pierce. This is fused in slump glass. I've only been doing this about 3 months, and it's called In My Mind.
Hi, I'm Minnie Spindler, and this is Doris Hoffman. And my work, I work in clay. I do still lifes, slow fire. That's about it.
Hi, I'm Barbara Andelsek, and this work is called At Peace, and I was in obvious need of water.
Hi, I'm Pat Rogers. My work is done in ceramic, it's clay, and I actually sculpted this on site at the Pinnacles. Wow. And fired it.
I'm Paula Cadell, and I normally do pottery, ceramics, mid-range, but this time I did ceramic. I did a piece of jewelry made out of turquoise, lava, and coral.
I'm Jean Green, and I've been doing stained glass for the last 25 years, and this piece is done in copperwood.
Hi, I'm Donna Shellhart, and this is a piece that I did. It's a mixed media oil, and I put some texture on it before I painted over it, and it's called Love is Dead. It was pretty emotional at the time. And I just opened an art gallery in town, Planet Art.
Okay, it's me again. Sergio Ramirez isn't here this evening, but his item, Purple Angel, is a photograph. My piece that I did is fused glass, and I had to add some fur, because fur and glass, ooh, So its name is Jaja.
Hi, my name is Sandy Bosley, and I do art quilts, and most people think of just quilts, the patchwork pieces and the block patterns on their bed, and this is my landscape quilt, Open Road. I've been doing landscape quilts from about the early 90s. Most of the time I base them on my own photos, and this is a quilt. It does have the 3 layers that make it a quilt. It has the back, the batting, and the front part is the art piece. And then I do things as little as this little guy. So when you think of quilts, you have to think there's art in them too now. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jerry Bradley. I work in wood and Corian mostly, and a little bit of metal. This piece is, I call it walnut fudge, but it's made out of a beautiful piece of walnut with a lot of figuring. And I actually bought this at a interesting little wood store in Cayucos. And the name of that store is called Forgotten Woods, and they specialize in recycling wood that would have ended up, was that a pun? That would have ended up in either being burnt or just left to rot. So this is one piece of wood that should never have been left to rot.
I'm Carroll Wilshire. I'm a linoleum block printer, and this is a series of I think 6 blocks, and I'm very fond of the Native American designs, and I have 2 yay figures, each of those are blocks, and then the strips are pottery and basket designs, and they're just part of, the strips are a little bit longer, but the first is a bird from a Hopi design, from a plate. This is an ancient, like 1100 AD design. And then this one is a Mimbres, New Mexico, about 1100 AD. And so I just love material. I mainly right now do a lot of wearable art. But for this show, I decided to bring out one of my wall hangings. I'm not sure.
And Mike over there in the corner.
The person that did the stick?
No, he's not here.
This is a walking stick
Yeah.
by Lowell McDaniel.
Yeah. Lowell isn't here this evening, but he has more items similar to this in the store for sale. Okay, now we're going to Mike Pierce.
Hi, my name is Mike Pierce. I do found object art. This was an early series in the Keys. I will say I was doing leaves, and my wife and my mom encouraged me to move forward with this. I'm also hearing a big part from Andrea and her encouragement.
Okay, the last piece is by Steve Benson, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. No, I'm not going to try. So anyway.
Joke in it.
Oh, the joke in it? Well, I guess that's a joke. It may not be a joke, it may be something realistic.
Aztec war god carrying a sidewinder.
Aztec war god carrying a sidewinder.
Yeah.
So thank you all for coming this evening. It's a great show just because it's so fun to see what everybody brings, and everybody's so proud of their work. And I'm just so happy to get to do a show like this because everybody's so happy with their items. Thank you.